Alright, so today I wanted to get into goals. You don't mind me, just got out the shower. So, I wanted to talk about goals today. Mainly because it's... Fans hella loud. Computer's hella loud too. Mainly because it's the first month of the year, and most people make their goals in January, right? I normally don't make my goals in January. I make my goals on my birthday because it's just another... Well, it's kind of like a midlife crisis thing, but I'm not really midlife. It feels like it. Anyway, so goals are important to me for one reason. Having goals forces me not to rot in my room, in this room. I've done that for a year before. Just sat around playing video games and watched movies and did absolutely nothing else. That sucked. Gained a ton of weight. Actually, still kind of there, which is why it's actually foreshadowing. It's actually on my goals for this year. But the main thing is I do not like sitting around. It is depressing, and it's not something that makes you feel good. No, it's not something that makes me feel good about myself. Now I want to tell you my greatest motivator for having goals or for achieving goals. I don't mean to sound morbid, but the biggest motivation, the biggest drive is I'm gonna die soon. I think pretty much all of us can agree that we do not live forever. And that is a key ingredient. And that's a key factor in what drives me to do what I need to do. I don't want to leave this world knowing that I did not do anything. There's some kind of quotes in my head. I just can't get it down right now. I'll probably put that down in the next episode. It just reminds me of a lecture that Steve Jobs gave, where he said, I don't remember. I'll probably post a video down here in the description. It's basically how to live before you die. Remembering that you were going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. I really don't have anything to lose. I'm pretty much starting from the bottom. But it's not like I want to be here this whole time. There's a ground level, and I kind of want to be up here before I die. Kind of want to experience what this whole lifetime has to offer me. But only way you're going to get there is if you actually do something about it. So getting from here to there is a whole lot of shit that needs to happen. That looks like talking. A whole lot of stuff that needs to happen in order to get there. So let's go into what my goals are. First one has always been to transition from my job to complete freelancing. Second, number two, is develop and build this new company, my media company, which it's still kind of in my head, but it's getting out there. It's not exactly an agency. It's not exactly a production company. It's more like a company that makes stuff. You know what I'm saying? So kind of, I guess you could call it just a content company. A third goal for this year is for me to get healthy because I feel like garbage. And the fact that I haven't been eating well, and I've been going out a lot and eating out, I spend probably over $200 to $300 on food a month. That's ridiculous. And this is ridiculous. And the fourth thing that I want to do this year is to travel more. I don't really go out that much. So I spend most of my time right there, and right there in that computer, and kind of just make stuff. But I want to be able to get out there. I had wanted to take a trip to New Zealand forever, but I am so broke that emergencies pop up and life happens and my money gets depleted. Which now leads me to the next step of what I want to talk about, which is goal planning. Or what is it called? Goal setting? I don't like that term. Goal setting. That just sounds stupid. Goal development? I have a certain way of planning for my goals, a certain way of doing things to make sure that they happen. Let me show you. It's kind of like a blueprint. Each one of these is its own little goal system, right? Now I leave blank spaces up here because I plan to, during the course of the year, plan to add more things. In any type of project or any type of goal, there's always going to be something that comes up. So you're going to take this little detour. Hold on. This is you. Now you're going to usually go on a straight path somewhere, but something will come up here and then you're going to have to make a detour somewhere else. So You have to skirt this way and then take that way. And eventually you find a way back up here. You know, this is the reason why this is not, none of these are in a linear path at all. And I just add stuff in as I feel it necessary. And that's pretty much all you got to do. The big question you want to ask yourself is what's next? As long as you ask yourself what's next, you're good. Oh, my face is getting dry. Hard water. I hate that. I don't know if you guys have that problem, but anytime you come out the shower and you just have hard water, and it just makes you feel disgusting. I used to have a filter on it. My filter ran out. I need to buy a new one. Hold on. I'm doing this since I'm trying to get ready to go to the movies. Gonna go see 13th Soldier. I think that's what it's called. It's a Michael Bay film. I really lost faith in Michael Bay. And as much as I hate to admit it, I did actually like Ninja Turtles. Like I was saying before, that's my process. Forgot to make another note about that. Very important thing about goal planning, goal development, is you have to schedule it. You know, you can have it here, and you can look at it every day and be like, oh, this is my to-do list, stuff that I want to do. But if you don't actually schedule it onto your calendar, it's not going to get done. That is important. I take at least one minor thing, and I put it on my schedule for the day. And as long as I get that done, I'm making progress. I mean, you could have 100, 200, 300, 1,000. I don't care how many tasks you have. You can have 1,000 tasks that you need to get from here to here. But as long as you're making it and incrementally moving along, you're going to get there eventually. You can even add a deadline. I don't add a deadline because I have no idea how long it's going to take. Sometimes deadlines you can't foresee. If I was trying to build a bridge, I wouldn't be able to tell you if I'd had a deadline. Then I'd have to lie to you and be like, oh, I need 2 more years. Can you give me an extension? I don't do extensions. That's too much. I'm getting frazzled. I gotta get ready. Almost forgot. Package today. Where's my knife? Bam. I think we can finally say that I have transitioned on to vlogger. This is the Casey Neistat rig. So Casey, you are the one that came up with this. Giving you props, because that is just pure genius, or it'll make me look more like a Looney Tune. What the hell is that? Did my shit break already? What the hell was that? Oh, I lost it. Found it. Found Donatello too. I think it's a 1/4-20 adapter. That's right, it's a 1/4-20 adapter. But damn, this thing is freaking... Alright, I'm gonna switch this over here. I think we're on now. I'm gonna have to test this out today. Okay, so there's something bugging me. There's a strange noise that I can't figure out what it is. Is it making that noise right now? I want to take the time out to explain. This week will be extremely boring because last week I had to develop this whole vlog, so it took a lot of time away from me. So I spent most of Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday catching up on some work. So if it gets really boring on this episode, sorry, that was life. It's 7:15. Today's the first day that I run for the year, or probably for a year. I don't normally wear glasses, but there's a lot of people out, so this probably isn't gonna last very long. 0.4 miles in, my side is starting to hurt. I'm turning around. I told you that would be short. I think I've only ran 4 minutes so far.
Hey, hey, Mr. Right. Hey, hey, Mr. Wrong. Hey, hey, trouble and strife. Hey, hey, sorrow, won't you be my wife?
very Silent Hill right now. It could be the Silent Hill, or it could be very Walking Dead. Either way, this is scary as shit. But I'm a little determined to catch some B-roll, some establishing shots. We're gonna do what we can. I have my tripod, and there's kids playing. Sounds of babies. I don't know if you can hear that. It's creepy.
Woman, tell me your name.
Well, that's a cool house. I love the boarded up window. That looks like it's gonna be cool. It doesn't really look like that right now. That looks expensive. Anyway, here's the bridge I was trying to get to.
Let me have my life reclaimed.
So long. Oh my God, guess what I spotted? Is that seriously a phone booth? I have not seen that in years.
I'm the soul challenger, I'm the road damager. Now behold the cold and the straight magical. Cause the sky brings flowers and the strong grow weary. The heroes built blood and the
People like that either go hella slow and then, or they go just fast enough.
I wish I had a girl who was good, I would call her.
Park is very
Tight squeeze. We're kind of late. This fool. So people are expecting us.
no patience.
There's 18 minutes of preview, so we're good.
Norm
Same thing.
of the North.
Awesome. Thank you.
That and then out the
Any butter on that?
A lot of butter.
All right.
The process is after we go see a movie, we do not talk about it at all, right?
Right.
That's so we can get surprised whenever we do the podcast.
Right.
We're not doing it for this, so I can gladly say what I feel about it.
Yeah.
Actually, what do you feel about it?
You know, I'm torn because I usually try in our podcast not to go political, and in this one I would. It was a really good film. I had some issues with
That movie right there. There she is. This is Marianne. Tonight I'm just gonna get ideas about how to design our website. That's pretty much all this meeting is about. That's pretty awesome. Mr. Miyagi.
I can't do that.
There we are. Those two. I need to go home and edit my video. I think we can call it a night. I just got an energy drink. I think I failed. Oh well. We'll start again next week. Eating healthy, I mean.
Pray on the power and pray to your father. Cause all of the quakes in the universe resonate to your heartbeat and your faith.